Now I want to get into the topic of earning yield and kind of and Bitcoin as a productive asset. Because I think this is a real possibility on Lightning now, and I think a lot of people have not kind of clued in that there's, a way to earn yield by supporting the Lightning Network, having full custody of your funds, not going through a KYC process. Now, as an exchange, and as an exchange with a very large routing node, do you see a future where you can let customers, say, deposit Bitcoin, lock it up with you, and deploy that Bitcoin on your routing node and earn yield for a customer?
It's definitely something that's interesting. There's a lot to learn about where are the revenues, like optimizing revenue on the Lightning Network. That's still something that we're getting smart about. Is, because there's actually two revenue streams and potentially more with Taro. One is routing fees. And so actually until recently, we basically didn't spend any time optimizing routing fees. It's just something we just wanted to it wasn't something that was worth optimizing. We're getting smarter about that. And there's a lot, we still take a relatively simple approach, and there's a lot of sophistication that, this could get very sophisticated very quickly, right? And there's also liquidity selling, right? Yes. I think it's still sort of the jury's still out, how big of a market is it going to be for people buying inbound liquidity from well-connected nodes like ourselves? Also something we're still working on figuring out. So the shorter answer is we're looking at it. It's something we're very interested in. It's very compelling because it's fully custodial, right? It allows people to earn Bitcoin without sending that Bitcoin to Genesis to lend out to hedge funds that are putting it in DeFi, right? It's there's a very clear understanding of what's being done with the coins and who has control of them. There is always risk, right? There's risk if you're not earning any interest. There's risk just having Bitcoin in custody, right? There's always risk. But the risk is understandable. The risk is that, the Lightning node gets compromised and someone's able to steal the funds. And so to scale that up, you need to scale up the security and be really smart about, running that infrastructure.
Right. When you think about those two revenue sources for a routing node today, so earning on routing fees and then earning on channel open fees, what do you think that mix is today for a well-established routing node? Is it more than 50% of fees coming from routing, more from channel opens?
Right now, I think it's still mostly routing. I think the channel market is very early days still, and there are definitely people making money on that. But I think it's still, I think routing fees is still the way people are mostly monetizing, but that might change over the next year.